Shalom to elect, giving all praise and honor and glory to you. How about Shemel Shai, Bahashem, Bachakodash, and give double honor to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, who all peace and salutation to elect. Shemel Moffitt, and Moffitt from the Great Millstone, Plaintables, campus, Philadelphia. Come on, another wee lesson. And pardon me, the lessons have been being tampered with via software issue or I shot sure. And we're just trying to get back to things working. Now, if anybody do watch the lessons, don't be afraid to speak up if the audio is not hearable or muted, because it seems like it's been a bit of a occurring for quite a bit of time. So we're just going to go through this in the spirit. And the spirit currently is a lot of iniquity going on. Okay. We know that, as we know, wickedness have increased in the earth due to rule of Adawam, which you don't know who Adawam is. You better get good at you gotta get good at your Hebrew. All right. But you have it. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me. It's Genesis 25 and 30. I pray thee with the same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore his name was called Edom. Okay. And they went off. All right. Because this is not correct. All right. Adam is going to the ground. All right, meaning, and you have he's right here in the Mesoteric text. You can see Adawam, okay, and that's Edom in the Hebrew. All right, correct. So you sometimes you gotta watch out, by a lot of the different wiles of the devil. Okay. So, they are the wicked of the earth. All right. And quite frankly, seeing a lot of the wickedness just go out. So this is the book of First Maccabees. All right. 1 and 9. It says here. Let's start at 7. It says, so Alexander reigned 12 years, then died. And his servants bare rule everyone in his place. After this, his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. All right, we're talking about the major and generals such as Lysimus, Cassander, Ptolemy, and the Seleucid. Right. So did their sons after them many years. And evils were multiplied in the earth. Right. And Philip the Macedon was Adawam. All right. So, and that will make, of course, him being Alexander one, right? It said evils were multiplied in the earth, and you still have the earth that has been given in the hand of the wicked. So under E rule, you're gonna have wickedness that's perpetuated within the earth, and iniquity is definitely abounding, in these times. Matthew 24, and it says, and because iniquity shall abound, in verse 12, the love of many shall wax cold. Okay, you have a waning for love from one another. I mean, why should one have to constantly have the worry on the mind, and that someone's gonna come into your property, while you're even there? Okay, because I believe home invasion definition of it is an offense of entering an occupied private dwelling, okay, with intent to commit a crime, especially theft or assault. All right, and they're more than unrare in these times. Okay, especially with the lack of bread and money, as and most people are struggling. Okay, and they're going to another fellow person to take their bread, meaning their money. Okay. So this is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 15 and 19, because y'all don't understand, like, these houses are going to be troubled. It says, Second Esdras 15 and 19, it says a man, I'll even go a bit above. It says, for because, this is Second Esdras 15 and 18, for because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Men gonna be afraid because a lot of men are gonna be seeing judgment from the trouble that's going on in these cities. We are very close to full-blown Yaquab Tazarah, or Jacob trouble, which the Hebrew Israelites is consistent of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, and you speckled is like foreigners, that look like the heathen nation where you've been scattered to, but by the way of your father, you go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You bear the same spirit, as an Israelite, all right? Because you are an Israelite. Well, that's despite any of your appearance. Well, in these cities, men, are going to be committing all sorts of heinous crimes and such just to feed themselves. Okay? Men getting destroyed. They see you're doing well off, or better than them, or have something that they desire, they're going to invade. Okay? This is last day activity. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy the houses with the sword. Okay? Any of these instruments of deletion, they are the sword. Alright? And literally in this case is going to be one. And spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and great tribulation, great pressure. So just go into this right here. You have it. Robbery suspect stabbed with samurai sword during home invasion. Action news tonight. Fair use warning. This footage for educational purposes only, off of 6 ABC Philadelphia.
It is the face-to-face encounter between residents and an intruder in their home.
That suspect was stabbed with a sword on the rear block of East Blackberry Alley in Norristown this morning. Police say they followed a blood trail that led them to the suspect.
Action News reporter Leland Pender joins us now live from Norristown, and what an interesting story here, Leland.
Scary moments all the way around, Gray and Shari. I talked to the lead detectives on this case today. They say thankfully all of the victims here are okay after that man brought a samurai sword to a gunfight and won.
It was a pretty chaotic scene this morning.
An alarming scene on Cherry Street in Norristown Tuesday morning. Neighbors watched as police took a man into custody who was bleeding profusely after being stabbed with a samurai sword.
When I came out here, he was just laying on the ground. The cops were dragging him.
Police say 35-year-old Marcus Armstrong was actually the perpetrator of a botched robbery and home invasion a few blocks away. Around 8:45, police allege he robbed a man at gunpoint outside a home on Blackberry Alley while
So a man robbed a guy at gunpoint.
a female escaped inside. That's when police say Armstrong barged through the door, encountering the woman's roommate, who was armed with a samurai sword.
The roommate defended himself. He had that samurai sword and took a swipe at the suspect.
Police shared this photo of the weapon, not something they see every day.
This time someone fought back, and the fact that they used a samurai sword. I can't tell you the last time we've even seen one.
After being slashed, police say the suspect fled to a home on Cherry Street, leaving a trail of blood that ultimately helped police piece together their investigation, but initially alarmed neighbors.
I was just worried, trying to get him some help, and it was upsetting.
The investigation revealed this was a random crime of opportunity when the suspect saw the victims exchanging money outside. Police said both reported being suspicious of the man moments before the attack.
Just a good fable to be aware of your surroundings, and if you feel something's off, it probably is.
And there you go. You're hearing it from, men that deal with crime all the time. And what really it goes down into is being very circumspect. You got these thieves that's going about that don't have nothing and want to take something, and that's just what it is. All right, they call it evil eye and such. Ecclesiasticus chapter 31 and 13. Remember that an wicked eye is an evil thing, and what is created more wicked than an eye? Therefore it weepeth upon every occasion. Okay? You gotta understand, man, a lot of people, have evil intent. And it's from things they do see. Okay? So a person that have evil intent get caught. And then even still, like you say, in this case, this guy got stabbed because he seen a deal going down, and then he wanted the money. Okay? And he was so bold to go, into a house and then getting swiped. Okay? So these criminals, they're very much greedy. Okay, and they're desperate, so we have to be circumspect in these times, more especially with all that is going on in the world. Okay, that goes a lot, keeping your eyes single, staying within your office, which is this truth and this knowledge. That'll keep you in the spirit. And that's just plain. A lot of Jake, they get caught up because they're in the world. Okay? Ephesians 5:15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Okay? So that's it. In the spirit, the lesson. Pray you've been edified, and pray this audio has been working and it receives to those who it is to be given to, which is the elect, to edify them. All right. So, shalom to you, elect.